Well, guys, after a week in Malibu, this is where we spawned. We are flying private to Palm Springs, spending one night in Palm Springs, and then we're flying right back from Palm Springs back to Malibu for another 4 days. So this happened very spontaneously, but this is how your life should be. When you're literally this detached, and I always talk about the law of detachment, which I'll explain in a bit how this even came to come true. But when you're this detached, then you may as well just do shit like this. So right now I'm on a private jet, or I'm not on the private jet yet, but it is right behind me if y'all can see. Let me just turn this around for you. That is the private jet right there. If you can see fully, we got both of the cars parked up. And the reason I do stuff like this, I just spent a whole week in Malibu. And now I'm going on a private jet for one night to go see someone in Palm Springs. We're flying back tomorrow morning on another private jet back to Malibu for another week. And everyone was like worried about, obviously, because I'm the one that makes the most money out of everyone here. They all make a lot of money, but I make the most money. So they're like, of course you're down, blah, blah, blah. And I convinced them, I said, would your highest self do it? Would the highest version of yourself hesitate to do something that you know is going to make you even more money? And I sat there and I told them that, and then they understood. They were like, okay, this is something that we have to do because everyone's in momentum. Everyone, this whole Malibu trip, has made more money in their life than they ever have. The reason for that is our energy, and momentum does not stop when you keep it up. Which is why we were in the same house for 7 days. I was like, you know what? We're going to get a different B&B in Malibu to switch up the energy, switch up the vibes, to keep the momentum rolling so we don't stay complacent. This is how business works. This is how success works. It moves fast. It doesn't hesitate. Your highest self doesn't hesitate. If you want to start that business model, you better go and start that business model. If you're in flow state every single day, getting the most work done of your life, do even more, because your highest self will never hesitate ever. You know exactly what you have to do in this life. And I said, let's get a new crib. So we got a new crib for the next day. And I was like, you know what? Let's take a PJ. I have something to go do in Palm Springs tonight. I said, well, let's take a PJ, stay in Palm Springs for the night, and then we'll take a PJ back right to Malibu and stay in a whole different house. And I had to convince everyone, and I sat there and I told them, and I'm with all my friends, 4 of my friends, and I told them, our highest self would never hesitate. This is the most money we've ever made in our life. To keep this up, we have to do even more. This is true law of detachment. And people are scared of spending money, but the more you do things like this, the more money you spend, the more money that you make. We're living in complete abundance, but it's very good to live in abundance when you are living with just straight momentum and flow. Then it's great to live in abundance. Obviously, there's things where it would kill your success if you're just like spending without having the momentum. But once you grasp momentum, do not hesitate to do anything at all. Your highest self does not hesitate. Therefore, if you're trying to start that business model you're trying to start, if you're trying to do anything in your life you've never done, stop hesitating, stop waiting for the right moment. Success needs speed. What's crazy about this is me and my best friend Pablo here are on a private jet together when before he was my best friend, what were you?
I was an appointment setter.
My first ever employee for my company. First ever employee.
Yeah, so I was doing sales for about 6 months, and I was just on a shitty offer, not making money. There was cool people on the offer, but like my life at that very specific moment, it was complete shit. Because first of all, I got fired. I had just dropped out of school as well, right? So my parents were like really, really pissed at me. Like the relationship with my parents is bad. And the crazy part is that like I had just broken up with my girlfriend at the time. And then like 2 hours later, I met you. Which is crazy, right? Like I was so like pissed at myself. Because first of all, I was already doing something. I was doing sales and it was honestly my fault.
You're doing sales for 6 months before me. You're making $1,000 a month.
I was making, and then I met you.
How much money did you have in your bank account when you met me?
$2.
$2, and then within that 2 weeks, where did I fly you out?
I can literally show
We're
you.
leaving Malibu right now. Where did I fly you out? Within literally, I think it was 3 days of meeting me and us hiring you, I flew him out to Malibu.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And my life completely changed.
Do you know how scared you were at first? Because you were like, oh, I don't even know Hudson. Guess what? The whole point of this video is your highest self doesn't hesitate. He knew that his life was changing just from his energy. Broke up with this girl, had $0, just got hired. Obviously had a better opportunity than ever. And what did you do?
And it was the weirdest thing,
Of
too.
course, he did not hesitate.
Yeah, and it was the weirdest thing too, because like, I don't know what it was. I just knew that everything was gonna be like fine. Like I don't know. I just knew. I would even tell people when I was closing for you. Yeah. I would even tell people like I'm on track to making. I just had so much. It was just so weird. Like my life completely.
And in your first month, how much did you make?
$10K.
First
like
month
that.
after having $2 in his bank account.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit to. You didn't hesitate. You took the opportunity. You broke up with your girl, and everything aligned. So congratulations. I love you like a brother.
Of course, I love you too.
And we're going up together. We got Hakeem right here, like basically one of my top students ever that joined my program over a year ago. Tell him how much money, when we hopped on a sales call when I was getting him inside my program, tell them how much money that you had in your account.
I had literally, it was $554.
And how much back then, this is when I first started my program, so it was like obviously way cheaper than it is now. And he was left with $40. He asked me if he could do a split payment, a $250. I was like, no. I was like, you have to go all in on yourself. You have to take the risk and it's gonna be worth it. And he's on his first PJ too now. And look at that.
And now we work together, which is a crazy
And now
part.
they work together. And what's crazy is at the same time, I flew Pablo out to Malibu. I flew him out too. And then another one of my students that's also on here, Patrick. And it's just like the most full circle moment of all time. But they all took the bet on themselves. They all went all in. They didn't hesitate. And look where they're at now. And now we're just balling together.
God bless.
And this is just, this is your first PJ and you're taking your second tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah. I'm
I forgot about that. Yeah, we are taking a second. I forgot.
Well, now I'm just chilling, laying down. It's only like a 40-minute flight. I wish I could take a nap because I low-key got no sleep the last 7 days. But what are we about to go pick up, Pablo?
It's an Adderall.
Hey. Everyone's always like, why do you need so many stimulants? You can't play the game of life fair when life is not fair. You have to cheat. Look at all the shit that's done to you. You know? It's like your food is poisoned, water's poisoned. So in order to beat the game of life, you have to learn how to play with it. So sometimes you have to cheat. So if I'm gonna be stemmed out of my mind, then I'm gonna have to be stemmed out of my mind. And y'all should be thankful for that. That means more content for y'all. That means I get to inspire y'all more. But look at this fit though. We got the new money with the old money. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty tough. I think I got the hardest fit here. Pretty big plane though. The biggest jet I've been on was a G500. There's like a G200. The camera keeps fucking up because we're in the air. But should I go piss on the plane and not flush the toilet?
I think we should take a piss. I think we should take a piss together.
Take a piss together and touch our tips? I'm down too. Alright, so y'all are currently in the restroom, but what I want to tell y'all is that anytime you're hesitating to make a decision, anytime you're hesitating to change your life, if you don't believe in yourself, you're not certain of yourself, you have to ask yourself, am I thinking from the highest version of myself? If you ever have thoughts of, oh, what if this fails, or what if this doesn't work out, or if this business model is right for me, ask yourself, what would your higher self say? It would tell you to make a decision, it would tell you to go all in because it doesn't hesitate. It knows what's best for you. Anytime you're making a big decision in your life, just know that you need to think from your higher self, which is what the law of attraction is. It's not only just believing that you are that version of yourself and acting like it every single day. It's making decisions that your higher self would do as well. And that's the only way you'll ever feel deserving of it. I'm the only person that talks about the law of attraction in a way where I say you have to feel like you deserve it. But at the end of the day, it's more than feeling like you deserve it. You'll never feel like you deserve it if it's just here. The actions have to align as well. Like the mental work matters so much, but the only way to ever lead to the hard work is through the mental work. So convince yourself you're already a millionaire, but you have to do the decisions as well. Then you'll truly feel like you deserve it. When you're not hesitating, you're like, wow, I'm completely in the state of me being a millionaire. I'm not hesitating at all. That's when you're thinking from the highest version of yourself, therefore you get what you want. So make decisions based on what your higher self would make decisions based on, and then you'll truly feel like you deserve it. Then the law of attraction actually works. And that's exactly why I'm on a private jet right now. I have another private jet tomorrow. I'm going back to Malibu, and my life is amazing as always because I stopped hesitating. Every decision I make, everything that I do, I'm thinking, what would the highest version of Hudson, the billionaire version of me since I'm already a millionaire, what would he do? And then I do it, and that's my life. Well, we have landed. We'll be back in Malibu tomorrow, but I love God, and God loves y'all. God bless y'all. Peace out.